Meghan Markle here.
Alright, today is April 7th, 2025. It is 1:12 a.m. I did a recording late afternoon yesterday. That's what I should be editing right now. But I want to go on IG to see if Meghan posted anything. Alright, so I'm already on my homepage on IG. Mute that. Okay, so she did. Let's check this out. Is there audio? Yep. Okay, some of them have some music, so okay, so this is as ever official. Posted the same thing. Section.
Meghan Markle Sussex jam has just arrived. You guys, let's make some breakfast with it. Also already steeping a little bit of her tea. This is the lemon ginger tea. Let's open up our jam. Oh my god, you guys. Oh my goodness. It smells.
As a hobby baker, I had to try.
Okay, so different people. Wait, come on. Let's go back. Okay, let's go to. Couple things just happened. Meghan on her page, she showed it. I just saw a video of her doing this. I didn't see it when I don't know. I'm pretty sure the squad probably shared it on X. Let's see. I don't want to spend too much time on this because I already have things to. Let's see. Let me pause. I have nothing. I was just gonna add this to the video that I've already recorded, but I thought I saw a post that Meghan posted, but never mind. Let's see something here. All right, so this is the video, and I went on Twitter to look for that video. Apparently I didn't know it was a video. I thought it was an image. And then I came across some tweet. Looks like this recording is gonna be a video by itself. I'm not gonna insert it on what I've already recorded. This is what I've already had. I've recorded this part already, but I wanted to add some videos from Meghan's, and it literally was right there. For some reason, I thought it was just an image, so I ended up having, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tweets that I came across. So that's gonna be a video by itself, okay? The one that I'm talking right now. So this is what I wanted to share with you because I saw it when I was in bed. I saw it on my phone, but I wanted, while I'm recording, to share it with you. All right, where's the audio?
Hey, mommy.
Get the dog. The dog was there. I'm gonna have to put some. Oh. it's playing over. All right, so oh, she has a caption. I did a spin on my grandma's banana pudding recipe, making homemade vanilla pudding, layering and fresh chantilly cream. Doesn't the word chantilly make you think of that old Big Barbara song? With strawberries soaked and fresh lemon juice and a touch of sugar. Of course, slices of banana and vanilla. Of course, slices of banana and vanilla wafers layer in for this sweet treat we name after Lily, Chantilly Lily. Top tip: if you're in a pinch, just use a box of old school vanilla pudding mix, or if you can't make the homemade chantilly cream, add vanilla extra and a touch of sugar into frozen whipped topping. You know the one, whatever you have time for. It will be delicious. To make the cookies into crumbles, place them in a Ziploc bag and use a rolling pin to break them up. Easy to do and add great texture and finish. These things, I cannot eat them. They look delicious, but I gain weight very easily, so I have to watch what I eat. If I were to eat these type of things freely like that, I will have to calculate my macros. If depending on how much macros it is, I'll have to see how much I weigh. Okay, that's how, you know, I could be very technical in this kind of thing if I want to eat freely. Weigh myself in the morning, see how much I weigh, and then do my calculation how much calories I could take during the day. Now, if I'm gonna eat these, depending on the amount of calories it has, I'm gonna have to like eat less of something else. This is why my food is very simple. I enjoy eating my simple food because I already know I'm not gonna gain that much from the things that I normally eat. And if I do gain some weight or eat a little bit too much of something, I know that I could lose the weight very easily. I could lose the weight of whatever it is that I eat. But these, it will add up very quickly. Or do more workout in the gym, burn more calories. They look very delicious. Like for instance, when my kids were much younger, on weekends we used to go away and hang out at my sister-in-law's house. And there's usually a lot of food, beer, and things like that. When I know I'm gonna go there, I put myself on a diet. Sometime a week, fully on a diet, very strict diet. Calculate my macros, depend on your height and things like that. And by the time I get over there, I will be below my normal weight, which was the diet. And then I could consume, sometimes I just let go, eat, drink whatever I want. But once I get back, normally I'm either where my weight is supposed to be based on my height, age, and all of this. There's a lot of factors that goes into all of that. And yeah, so if I'm above my normal weight based on my height and age, I will try to track it down, go to the gym and try to bring it to normal again. It will not take too long for me to bring it back down because I will not be too far off from my regular weight. Does that make sense? So these kind of things, I cannot eat them freely like that. But anyway, so now that I have a list that I made while I was looking for this video, not knowing this was a video, and I thought it was one of those images, other thing. So let's go on Twitter. I think I put some of these on the list. I don't want this to be too long. Let's pause this. Meghan Sussex has a magnetic pull and genuine people naturally gravitate towards her happy spark. Her energy is always positive, but don't get it twisted. Meghan is not a pushover. All right, so let's listen to this.
Just good people and you can just feel it. And I don't know how to explain that, but there's like this little spark they have or this little special thing that they have that just you feel safe and happy around them. I don't know what that is. But some people have it and it's special.
All right, so that's oops. All right, that's a picture of Meghan. All right, Meghan Sussex is fully loaded. That's a GIF, that's an ad, and that's it. Let's go to the next one. Okay, let's pause. Okay, a spread has literally less sugar and more fruit than a jam. So how can a spread be too sweet compared to a jam? The way these clowns lie. Okay, but remember, every fruit, okay, have their own natural sugar, sweetness in it. Like for instance, before the pandemic, I was very strict with my diet. Very, very strict. I used to make my own power bars and things like that. One of the things I usually use as my base is banana. Bananas, when they like really ripe, like when it's no good no more, you could literally throw it away. This is where you get the full benefit of its sugar, its sweetness. I usually use that for base, for things like that. When I make my oatmeal cookies, I use that. Bananas as my sweetness. And if I want to add a little bit sweetness to it, I'll put honey or just a few spoons of sugar. Alright, so yeah. Fruits have their own sugar in it. They don't know what natural sweetness tastes like. They're used to pure sugar. They have no palate to begin with, right? Natural sugar, baby. Don't let anyone fool you. My grandma told me natural sugar is good sugar. She did, while everyone else said it's a bit tart and less sweet than a normal jam. Plus, the Daddy Fair woman must have stirred that jam to death to make it watery. Okay, they must be making reference to something the, I guess, presenters in the UK. I don't know what they're making reference to, but whatever. Next one. If you are going to comment on my tweet, you better get your shit together, not make up lies about posts. Meghan never declined any invitation. She also didn't need a effing invitation to her husband's charity. So F off, back to the derangers rock from which you crawl. Alright, what is this here? It has now been claimed by sources that Shanduka had personally written to Meghan to invite her to the polo, and that Harry's friend Nacho Figueroas had secured the alternative venue to the financial advantage of Santa Bali after the original host in Miami had increased the cost. Shanduka confirmed the invitation but said she and the Santa Bali team were informed less than 24 hours in advance of Meghan's attendance. With Meghan's security thing that's going on, they don't need to tell anybody. Like, she already said it's her husband thing. My goodness. Alright, so she retweeted that. Dr. Shanduka, quote, "The Duchess came without telling us she nor her guests were coming. Sussex Squad, actually, you personally invited her. When did the... What? DC, yeah, she declined and then came anyway. Sussex Squad, liar. Okay, let's see here. Okay, that's the one I just read. Let's pause that GIF. So Sophie didn't lie. You often need more than 24. I mean, it's Harry's thing. We know, especially what happened in New York, the chase.
Part of the security detail. He used to be with the Secret Service. He told me, I've never experienced anything like this. What we were dealing with was very chaotic. There were about a dozen vehicles, cars, scooters and bicycles. The public were in jeopardy at several points. It could have been fatal. So that's what they were dealing with, Brianna, and they're clearly very shaken up.
Happened very close to here when we were leaving the building yesterday. There was nothing but cameras all over the place, and I was trying to figure out what happened. And I guess, you know, she was leaving the ballroom, but they said that the paparazzi allegedly hit like 6-7 cars over there, and they said it was a big thing.
That's what we were told yesterday. Cause
they said they hit the cars?
Yeah. We were told that yesterday. We were told that the paparazzi was going around the block because I guess she was in a building over here. She was in an event over here.
The Siegfried Ballroom over there? Yeah.
Something.
Yeah.
And they was like paparazzi was hitting cars.
Yeah.
You know, trying to get a picture of her.
Trying to get the picture, which is weird because in New York City you really don't see wild paparazzi crazy like that chasing people because you see so many people. You don't really have that, here. But
y'all losing y'all damn mind over Meghan Markle. Come on, stop.
Well, they allegedly said it was no actual collision, so I don't know if they meant hit, resulting in an injury or accident or what.
These were parked cars.
Parked cars.
Yeah, these were parked cars. Yeah.
Okay.
The security told us that yesterday. Security literally told us yesterday. Meghan Markle was at the ballroom or whatever last night.
Ballroom,
yep. Paparazzi kept going around in circles just to get a picture of her, and they was hitting parked cars.
Yeah.
I heard that before I even heard from the mayor.
The way I saw them follow the car, I wasn't surprised by the headlines. They actually went in from the side entrance. They didn't come in from the front red carpet entrance. Me and a couple other supporters ran to the back to kind of catch them walking in because we saw all the paparazzi running to the back suddenly. And it became pretty aggressive. The paparazzi had access to the garage from where they were entering, and they were being kind of manhandled by the bodyguards to prevent them from getting too close to the Sussexes. And the entire time, a lot of the paparazzi were heckling Meghan and Harry and making just negative comments, trying to get a reaction out of them. As they were leaving, just the way they chased the car, it just reminds you of all the other scenes you've seen in the past.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Guys, I need some space, please. Yes, sir. Guys, let's get some space, okay? They're going straight. They turn.
Things like that. Whose freaking charity is that? It is Harry's charity. Why does she need to say anything, especially when her security is very tight? What the hell? So Sophie didn't lie. You often need then 24 hours. So assume she wasn't going when she didn't get a time response, and then she just showed up and brought a friend and she was accommodated. So what's the beef? Where did Sophie lie? Oh my God. Okay, so there's 13 comment here. There's no likes on this. Let's see here. The fact you think Sophie has to accommodate Meghan is why Prince Harry feels sorry for those like you. Meghan is Harry's wife. Y'all may not like it, but where he goes, she can effing go, especially when he is the patron of the charity. So when you plan an event, you need to know how many people, oh my God, will be there for logistic purposes. For example, if you're going to have a catering, you need to know well in advance. Okay, clearly you have never seen a polo match or watched the polo series on Netflix where everyone sits on a chair by their cars or bring a picnic. There's a laugh here. The not a real actor lie. Accept it and move on. Meghan Sussex completely do not need to be invited to support her own husband and father of her two cute children, Archie Harrison and Lilibet Lily Diana is Prince Harry's Duke of Sussex. Okay, Liz, I suggest you find a dentist. Oh my God, I suggest you find a better. Oh my God, I don't like to talk about. Oh shit. Okay, let me leave that alone. Alright, what's all of this? I move out of this. I think which one did I comment from? Okay, Harry and Meghan seldom give detail of their travel for ahead of the event for security reasons. Sophie Shanduka got almost 24 hours notice, so what is she copying about? First, she said that Meghan showed up uninvited, not that her written invitation is disclosed. She is forced to admit that she lied again. Okay, if anything was disclosed, I don't know. Okay, it's such a... We'll see what happened to the investigation that they're doing. the charity investigation. It's such an other touch that it's shown even more entertaining. Like you said, Meghan does not need an outsider's invite to her husband polo event she's attended year in, year out, even before Sophie came on board. Okay, that's a good point. Okay, at least Gums fix her. Okay, I don't want to get into that. Why does someone's wife need an invite? Wives and girlfriends and a company's friend should always be expected. Sophie is a huge liar. She always lies about the Duchess being late. Everything else is now called into question. Sophie Konduka, put the con uppercase, really thought the crowd are there to see her. Okay, Harry doesn't need permission from anyone to have his wife accompany him, especially as the co-founder. Sophie thinks too much of herself. Right. Her damn husband, one of the founders of Center Bally, knew she was coming. The absolute for the F here and nerve. Alright. This is the bit that's annoying me most, to be honest. She didn't need an invitation in the first place. Alright, so there's that. Let's go to the next one. I didn't want to be talking about this again. I thought it was completely different. But since this is the conversation, there it is. Right, the derangers were buying Meghan's as ever product, but could not buy party pieces balloon to save that raggedy ass family from financial ruin. They did come to the US too. Well, was it Walmart or was it Target? I know I sort of highlighted very vaguely. I didn't go in full detail. Where the picture of the mother was in one of those stores in the US for her party pieces, and I think it was slightly before she sold it. Okay, remember when Katie started to hide that photography book in different places in UK, like Emma Watson, as marketing thing, she collaborated with a group of people to hide 150 copies of this book across the UK. I don't remember any of her friends went to find this book. They never support their fave, just stalk Meghan 24/7, just like KK Karen. Oh my goodness. What is this now? Well, I wonder what happened to James Middleton's book and puppy food. It vaporized just like that. Oh, did he have a... let's move on. Let's move on. I have one more after this. Alright, further information has come to light. The I-paper can reveal challenging some of Shanduka's version of event. A source claimed that Shanduka personally invited Meghan. Oh, so this is the thing they were making reference to. That was the 5th. We are on the 7th. How come I didn't see that? I did several videos, around those dates. Right here, April 5th. We are April 7th now. A source claimed that Shanduka personally invited Meghan, Duchess of Sussex, to the Center Bally Polo fundraiser. Is that Sky News interview? Look F here. Alright, what is that here? Partial news, intelligent debate, and a succession of claim and counterclaim. Further information has come to light. The I-paper can reveal challenging some of Shanduka's version of events. Sources close to the former trustees, whose resignation came after Shanduka lost their confidence and refused to quit, pointed out that despite her claims that the Sussex's toxicity made it impossible to find sponsors, Center Bally was almost entirely reliant on money from Harry's polo game. Oh, and a £1.5 million, again $1.5 million, which is £1.2 million, donation from the proceeds of his memoir Spare. Wow. So they were having a hard time to get money. Well, the squad did point out that ISPS Honda did not sponsor the polo match this year. Last year. But they did sponsor Invictus. Oh my God. And then money was going out like water. My God. Okay, in addition, there are questions about claims Shanduka made in a television interview with Sky Trevor Phillips last Sunday. She complained that Meghan had made a surprise appearance which had disrupted the polo tournament in Wellington, Florida in April 2024, while Harry's insistence on bringing a Netflix camera crew, something she felt awkward about, had earlier lost the charity Apollo venue in Miami. It has now been claimed by sources that Shanduka had personally written to Meghan. Why would she put herself in position like this? Even if there's one video I did yesterday where I was like, she's like a puppet. They were telling her what to say. But you know for a fact what happened in reality. Why will you go on national television to say lies? And I said, if Harry were to sue her, it would not be about the money that's gone. I think it will be for the fact that she mentioned Meghan and make reference to Savina. What the hell? Okay, let's say allegedly, if this is true, whatever that this thing is coming from. Okay, it has now been claimed by sources that Chanduka had personally written to Meghan to invite her to the polo, and that Harry's friend Nacho Figueroa had secured the alternative venue to the financial advantage of Santa Bali after the original host in Miami had increased the cost. Chanduka confirmed the invitation, but said she and the Santa Bali team were informed less than 24 hours in advance of Meghan's attendance. I don't know. Some people don't like peace. Furthermore, video footage has come to light showing that Chanduka welcomed Netflix participation. Yeah, the squad showed that. Yeah, it's a great platform and profile. What was it? Was it from Hello? There was a video that she was talking, and I don't know. Then she remembered she did these things. Okay, quote, it's a great platform and profile. The Netflix brand is globally recognized, and any opportunity to tell the story of Santa Bali in the context of a global brand such as Netflix is obviously exciting for us, Chanduka said at the time. Much has been made of the awkward exchanges when Meghan asked Chanduka to move away from Harry on the presentation podium after the match. However, the video soundtrack revealed the Duchess asking politely, "Do you want to come over here?" Yeah, we saw it. I mean, those quite... they came with their receipt. Statement from Prince Harry. In response to news of the investigation, the Duke of Sussex said in a statement, quote, "From the inception of Santa Bali nearly 20 years ago, Prince Yoso and I have had a clear goal to support the children and young people in Southern Africa in memory of our mothers." It continues, "What has transpired over the last week has been heartbreaking to witness, especially when such blatant lies hurt those who have invested decades in this shared goal. No one suffers more than the beneficiaries of Santa Bali itself. On behalf of the former trustees and patrons, we share in the relief that the Charity Commission confirmed they will be conducting a robust inquiry we fully expected will unveil the truth that collectively forced us to resign. We remain hopeful this will allow for the charity to be put in the right hands immediately for the sake of the communities we serve." All right, so there's that. Let's pause that. She doesn't know what she unleashed. She depended on press virtue toward Harry to be her shield, but he is still Prince Harry, and she's still the interloper. Everyone knows Santa Bali was doing well. For 20 years, the fake edifice she built will come crashing down. 100%. That's an ad. Okay, Invite will explain her comment that Meghan Markle told them she was not coming. Okay, the whole truth. Let's see, there's one comment on that. Sophie said Meghan showed up last minute without her knowledge, and now we find out that not only did Sophie personally invite Meghan, but she was giving notice before Meghan arrived. So Sophie lied on national television and put the blame at Meghan's feet, claiming that her unannounced presence messed up the day when in fact Sophie knew Meghan was attending. I don't know why she did all of that. I really don't know. Let's leave that alone, okay? Let's leave that alone. Let's go to the last one. I wasn't expecting to make a huge video. This video was supposed to be maybe 5 or 7 minutes and then inserted to what I recorded earlier. So now it's gonna be a video by itself. All right, next tweet. Haha, Daniel said, "I'm not the one or two. Come for my friend and I'll come for you." All right, let's see here. Daniel and his villain era. They're about to open a Reddit on you. All right. Unfortunately, I've been equally harassed and bullied by these folks for sticking up for my friend, and I'm done being quiet. We're at a moral crossroad in culture right now, understanding the difference between what's right and wrong. And this is simple wrong. I have nothing to hide when it's the truth. That's fine. Daniel is done being quiet. Good for him. We're all sick of everyone's BS. I hope he knows we're cheering him on the sideline. He's got an entire squad to help if he wants. Okay, well said, Daniel. Looking at her followers and following shows the evil side of these people. I don't know. These people don't know peace. They really don't know peace. Alright, so there's all of that. The squad pretty much is gonna be supporting Daniel. Alright, let's read what's there. Okay. Bottom up. Daniel Martin is becoming so freaking annoying. There's that. Yourself, don't bully others. Well, they're coming under his post. That's the difference. It's not like he's going after them. They're coming under his post and he's responding to them under his own post. Good for him, because people don't challenge these bitter trolls. They think it's acceptable to behave nasty. Daniel is so right. Good for him. I'm here for all the dragging, because half a decade later and these haters can't seem to move on. Okay, go on, Daniel. Put your weave in a bun and slap. I'm laughing because he's bald-headed. Okay, slap on that wall paint. We're all here to plow these damn fools under. Meghan's friends know these cretins, but chose to take the high ground because of Meghan. I can imagine Daniel has been telling Meghan, let me drag them. It's almost like Patrick from Suit. I remember reading a long thread. That was the height of when they were trying to bash Meghan, at the height of everything. He wrote a long thread explaining things. This is in one of my videos. That's what this remind me. I can imagine Daniel has been telling Meghan, let me drag them. There's a laugh here. And she says not to worry. She has endured the worst of it, but her security detail have folders on these obsessed derangers. Okay, so that's that. I came to look for a video and I ended up creating another video. Let's do a prayer. I went to look for a video clip, and then I came across all of these tweets to share with you, and now it became a video by itself. Prayer for the word support. Let's do that. Support. Let's look for image. First one. All right. God, you are my help and comfort. You shelter and surround me in love, so tender that I may know your presence with me, now and always. Amen. All right. So that is it. Oh my God. This reminds me, Maine. We went on vacation, Maine. Oh my God. If I ever buy a cottage, it will be in Maine. I just love it. All right. So, please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. If you want to support this channel, there's a PayPal link and a Cash App link in the description. You could donate. Those who have donated, thank you. I don't think I'm going to put this video here. The beginning would have been here, but all the other rest will be over here. It will be on APTS Team Sussex. All right, so that's that. Thank you for watching.
It is a great privilege to be with all of you today.
You know, we ask for forgiveness and please come back.
As you saw me find the love and happiness that I'd hoped for all my life.